על מה התאספנו? על מה התאספו גדולי ישראל? על מה התאספו ראשי בתי דין? על מה התאספתם אתם אלפי שלומי אמוני ישראל?
What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me for another episode on Word Thinkers. If this is your first time, my name is Sibyl, and if you like this type of content, do make sure that you subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future videos. So let's jump straight into this particular video. So Israel has announced a new Messiah, the coming of the new Messiah, Yanuka Rav Yehuda, the Messiah. So there's this video that is trending of the new Messiah in Israel, and apparently the Messiah knows the Torah, which is the Old Testament. He has memorized the whole Torah, meaning from Genesis right through to the last book in the Old Testament. He has memorized everything. Apparently he can quote the Torah without any mistakes, like he knows it verse by verse. And so apparently his sole mission is to bring peace to the Jewish nation. Now, one thing that is really interesting to me is that when I was in Israel, it was a little bit strange for me coming from an African background where, we serve God knowing that Jesus Christ already paid the price on Calvary. So we had the idea of the Messiah has already come, like the Bible explains. So there's the historical proof as to how every prophecy, every messianic prophecy was fulfilled in the Old Testament. That was prophesied in the Old Testament, that was fulfilled in the New Testament. Now, one thing that I also noticed in Israel was that there is a low regard for the New Testament. Like when the rabbis, which is Jewish teachers, when they teach the law, which is the Torah, they mainly focus on teaching the Torah, which we know as the Old Testament. Now, there is many different things, but if you can isolate the New Testament from the establishment of the Bible, you can then come up with any idea of the Messiah not being present in this world. So if you eliminate the thought or the idea of the New Testament not being in existence, you can have, or you can wait for a Messiah like the Judaism is doing. So Judaism, actually, they are still waiting for the Messiah. So apparently God has never come, never died, never rose from the dead. So they are still waiting for that signs and wonders. But God then also promised us and gave us revelation. He gave us his thoughts. He gave us warnings and prophecies concerning this specific issue. Now, what I want to deal with is I want to take you to a specific institution. Before we play some of the clips, I just want you to look at this website right here, and this is from God the Mother. Now, in their theology, they are also talking about a Messiah that comes from the south, which is from South Korea. They are based, and so there's also this idea that there is a God the Mother, that exists, and it is biblical. So just when you go to this website, you will see everything that is on this website, and most in particular, they also use scripture out of context. So this is actually what you will find. And so what they reason is that if a husband must have a wife in order to create, and a dog must have a female dog, and you get the idea, there must be a mother in order for God to create. So now we know what that means. That means we are now dealing with the attributes of God, and we are going into creation. You see what that does. So they also believe they have a new Messiah. But just take a look at this particular videos that I'm playing in the background of the new Messiah of Israel. And I just wanted to share one particular verse, which is Matthew 24. And Christ actually gives us this warnings He says, after Christ's primary warning about religious apostasy. So definitely apostasy will arise in the church. And the Bible reads, it says, and Jesus answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceives you. Right? And so he comes in a form of knowing the Torah, knowing the Old Testament, knowing, actually they claim that he performs signs and wonders. And so God says, do not be deceived, right? And he says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So there is the promise. Many will be deceived, many will follow, many will be apostate to the fact that they are following after somebody which is not the true Messiah. So you get the idea. And he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that he be not troubled, so that all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And so this is actually the revelation and the prophetic word that God gave us in assurance of what will happen in the last days. So this is basically what we are seeing, all of the commotion here. And so obviously, I can tell you, being in Israel myself, one thing that they seek after is peace. We've been hearing about wars and all these type of funny things happening in Israel, but one thing that I can assure you is that there is one nation that seeks for peace, right? And here comes a man that soul's the mission for his existence is to bring that peace, to perform, and those things. And so at the end of the day, guys, do make sure that you are not deceived. Do make sure that you are following the biblical historical record of God and not man. So that is just my encouragement. I just wanted to encourage anybody that is in Judaism, anybody that wants to follow that type of trend. We see all of this branches springing up that make certain claims, which is just a total side. It is not biblical. It is not from God. I don't know where it's coming from. But hey guys, do make sure to check out the pinned comments to see if there's any other videos that was posted today. I'll catch you on those ones. Until next time, guys, may God bless you.